Okay, this will be the last one I do on this sales $1 million sales gig that has got lots of people twisted. I what I don't understand is why no one will just answer the question. What's your percentage? What do you pay your techs if they're selling a million, million two, million five, whatever that stupid um number might be? What's the percentage? In the hospitality world, they are very focused on the percentage of what their labor costs, as am I. Um, there are many there are many things that go into it. I do find it interesting that when I ask those questions and instead of answers, I just get, basically insults. Oh, well, you live in the middle of nowhere. You don't understand how it goes. I'm like, okay. My contention's still the same. Business is business. Numbers are numbers. Accountants are accountants. Um, Taxes are taxes. Everything has to be factored into that. It is, I guess, the point that I'm making here is that running a business in the trade, and obviously I can only speak to the trade world specifically, is an incredibly difficult thing to do. Incredibly, incredibly difficult. And it's the reason I take umbrage with people that claim to be something that they're not. Um, and tools like Service Titan and obviously the Jobber Summit's coming up, so my feed is full of that bullshit. There's a bunch of guys heading to Vegas. Oh, well, thank goodness I have Jobber or my whole business would fall apart. I'm like, dude, okay. I mean, whatever. They're putting some money in your pocket, so clearly you're unbiased about those claims. Even those tools are simply tools. I could spend, it's like a new trades guy that spends $100,000 on a truck and a van full of tools, and just expects the money to roll. You have to put the work in. I saw a post on LinkedIn about a guy that says that if you're only growing by 10% a year, you're failing. It may not have been that, you know, blunt, but he's like, you should be doing 30% a year. When people say stuff like that, does that register on how difficult of a task that is and what you as an individual will have to sacrifice in order to achieve 30% a year growth? Like the stress, the capital, the relationships, like that is not. I mean, it's like looking at somebody like a bodybuilder like Chris Bumstead, who is Olympia champion, and being like, oh well, all you got to do is download my app, and in 6 months you're going to look like that dude. Uh, Dude, that does not work that way. That is years and years and years of dedication. And whether you decide to count it as meaningful or not, I spent 15 years trying like crazy to grow a business uh, to that magnitude. And I'll fully admit it. I was not cut out for it. It would have cost me too much to continue on that path. It would have cost everything. And I don't know if I had sacrificed everything I owned, all the capital I could muster, all the relationships that I had in order to try and achieve that. If I would have achieved it or not, I simply don't know. But there came a moment in my life where I'm like, this is no longer worth it. Uh, the mental fatigue, the physical fatigue. Um, People have been critical. Well, you don't own a business; you own a job. I'm like, no. I mean, that's a very trite and crude saying, but that is not how my life is. I am beholden to no one. I don't answer to anybody, um, other than, I guess, the government, who comes knocking at my door every year for their freebies, um, which everybody's beholden to that. But even in that realm, I am, the master of my domain. I, review my books and my accounting, and I'm as shrewd as you can possibly be. And I don't know what else you want from life in other than to be in control of it. And I'm here to tell you that money is not the only solution. It's not the only thing that provides control. You can look at any movie star, celebrity, whatever the case may be, that makes millions upon millions, and watch their lives tailspin out of control, even though they have all the money in the world, because they make bad decisions and they find themselves beholden to entities, corporations or otherwise, that um, they have to answer to. Anyway, um, that's really it. Just the whole reason I'm on this stupid thing and doing this, and is just simply for me to vent and share my thoughts and opinions, and my experience through my own lens. And if that's of benefit to some of you out there, then great. If it's not, then I don't really care if it works or not. I'm happy to debate anybody and to have a discussion about anything. I I I've I It has been interesting as I've invited people and they say they're all on board and they're ready to go, and then the moment of truth comes and they bail out. And I don't know if that's because they're unsure of their opinions and they can't really back those up, um, or uh, and I mean, this will sound has some hubris to it. Are they intimidated by me? I mean, I don't know that, but I don't know really what the answer is. People say, "Yeah, let's do this," and then a week or two out, they're like, "No, something come up. We'll have to try and redo it." Um, I am going to do one with um, Big James Stray Dog, and we're going to talk about religion. That'll be a good one. Not necessarily. Maybe theology is probably a better way to talk about that. Just some of the dynamics that are out there in the world. So anyway, it's just the ramblings of a madman, um, that has experienced a great many things, and whatever you take from that, if you can learn a lesson from it, great. If you can't, great. If you think it's full of BS, then all the better. I'll fight you. I'll fight you for it if you want. Anyway, those are my thoughts, not yours. Have a fabulous day. Good luck out there, whatever you do. Um, I'm rooting for you. I want the best for you. I think everybody deserves to succeed in this thing. If and here's the if. There's always an if. There's always a condition. That's how life works. Um, if you're authentic and you're accountable to the decisions that you make, what else is there other than to be authentically? Maybe that's my new words. Authentically accountable to your life. That's in my mind the very best you can be. My thoughts, not yours. Have a great day.